This past April, I visited San Francisco, and I got to see the San Francisco City Hall. I always wanted to see San Francisco City Hall because it was featured at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Hey, what happened? You don't look very happy.
Fools. Bureaucratic
What
fools.
Indy and Marion are supposed to be in DC, but the actual building is San Francisco City Hall. I caught that years ago because I visited DC multiple times and never remembered seeing that building. Then I saw Dirty Harry, which was entirely shot on location in San Francisco, and City Hall was featured there too. The reason why they shot that final scene so haphazardly in Raiders of the Lost Ark was because it was a last-minute thing. Spielberg realized that Indy and Marion needed a final word on their relationship.
Well, I know what I've got here. Come on. Buy a drink. You know. A drink?
The original cut would have jumped from them talking about the Ark to the Ark being stored away in a warehouse.
I guess that just about wraps it up.
Where is the Ark?
I thought we'd settled that. The Ark is somewhere very safe. From whom?
The Ark is a source of unspeakable power, and it has to be researched.
And it will be, I assure you, Dr. Brody. Dr. Jones, we have top men working on it right now. Who? Top men.
Much of City Hall remains the same. I can imagine there's rarely any alteration since it's a government building. The only changes I realize now after watching the films and seeing my clips is that there's no fountain outside anymore. Of course, nowadays you have to walk through security on the way in. Man, security always makes things ugly. You never hear anybody say, "Wow, what a nice looking security checkpoint." Like, fuck. The first thing that struck me was that the main hall is much smaller than both movies make you imagine. Must be some tricks of the editing and the camera movement. The lighting is also completely different. It's pretty bright in there from natural lighting. It's a rather surreal feeling visiting a filming location for a movie. I kept thinking, wow, I'm in the same space where Harrison Ford, Karen Allen, and Clint Eastwood once stood. At the time, I couldn't dawdle because I was pressed for time, and also so many brides were getting their pictures taken. So many brides. People also don't give a fuck about you when you take a picture. This school of kids just ran in front of me while I stood for a picture, and their chaperone was totally whatever about it. Fucking kids. Look at this little shit's face. He doesn't even want to be there. Yeah, I was planning on some grand critique on San Francisco as a filming location, but fuck it, I have other things to do. Go home.